Good morning. Good morning, everybody there. Following Team Flick followers here. We've had an exciting week of weather here in Summit County. We've got our second snowstorm. This one feels a little bit more serious because the temperatures dropped. It was a bit cooler this morning, without a doubt, than we typically see in October. But as expected, it will warm up again here. Most of this snow will melt unless it's on the mountains where they're grooming it and taking care of it. But I think that bodes well for a good ski season here. And we definitely needed it. You know, there were some fires north of us in the Grand Lake area that also really needed this kind of snow. And thankfully, the storm went a little bit further north and hit that East Troublesome fire pretty hard, and so that's helping them get those under control as they were expanding rapidly last week before we got the snow. But you know, we did a little camping trip out in Fruita over the weekend. Tried to get out of Dodge for the girls' fall break there for a little bit, and that was super fun. And then we came back to snow, which I just love it. I love how we can do both of those things here in Colorado and Summit County, and we're so close to being able to go to the desert and then be playing in the mountains as well. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about some statistics here. If you watched last week, you know, interest rates are really driving the market right now. Between refinancing, people being able to cash out refi and still keep an incredible amount of equity in their homes, cash out and take some of that money and put it in a down payment. They're really you know, using those investments in their homes and real estate really well to expand the portfolio. But interest rates continue to drive buying power. We're seeing interest rates in the low threes. Depending on what type of property and what type of loan product you're going with, we're seeing some loans in the twos, which is pretty insane in comparison to my parents' first loan being at 18%. And so that continues to drive the market. Demand is higher than inventory, and you know, if that's an indicator of what's more to come here. But we can talk more about our usual numbers that we discuss each week. However, I just wanted to run through a couple of economic indicators here that we're seeing across the country. You know, one is housing starts. You know, I think this is across the country, you know, and certainly our real estate market, and you know, how I work with clients and coach you through the buying process is more on our micro market here. But I think just economic indicators going across the entire country give us a little bit of insight as to where the economy is going, and then furthermore where we'll be in our micro market. You know, housing starts for the month are up 5.2% year over year. So housing starts across the country up 5.2%. You know, these guys study the economy and the overall you know, housing market and where they think it's going to be inventory demand. So, you know, they've got good confidence there. Unemployment continues to drop a little bit slowly. We're still, you know, higher unemployment, but a lot of those jobs will come back as we get through our current situation with the COVID. Existing home sales are up 9.4% across the country. You know, and these are just some of the things. You know, consumer confidence is up quite a bit. Percentage change, 15.5% consumer confidence. So, you know, I know that there are certainly pockets and there's areas in the economy, but I think overall we're on the right track and the right trend here, and I think that's going to continue in Summit County. So let's talk about the numbers that we always talk about every week, just keeping an eye on things here in our micro market. New listings, there were only 24 new listings in the last week in Summit County in the residential market. Pending, there were 56 properties went pending, and only 5 properties had to price reduce. Overall active listings, you know, we've been following this pretty closely as well. September we ended 1,133. That was September of 2020. October of 2019, so October a year ago, we ended at 1,134. As we've said the last couple of weeks, pretty much right on par with each other, but running a month ahead. Today we're at 967 active listings, so we are running a bit ahead of where we were last year on inventory and moving through the inventory. So as always, if you have questions, reach out to us, teamflick@summitliving.com. That's our email. You can always call me directly on my cell phone, 720-339-7986. We love hearing from you. If you have any questions, respond to this email, drop a comment below. We're here for you. Hope all is well, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one.